one need the nurse because only person one nurse to match treat. Okay. Who one need the nurse to match treat. So yeah.
Now, he said on Monday morning when Mohbad woke up, Mohbad came and said he needs a nurse to come and treat him because of the hand, and which means Mohbad was literally the one who requested for a nurse to come and treat him at home. Not that anybody offered him the nurse. He is the one who requests for a nurse to come and treat him in the house.
Well, only contact nurse. Okay. But nurse, when nurse one is here, one is bad, one only one day. So
his wife was the one who has the contact of the nurse, and his wife called the nurse, and the nurse was like, "No, I can't come for now." You understand? Mean the Mohbad's nurse was called by Mohbad's wife, and the nurse was like, "Not around now. I can't come around for now."
People like Commander's hospital. So
Mohbad is the kind of person that does not like going to the hospital.
So when you're spending to jail already, you want to
No, there was Mohbad friend called Spending. Spending now intervened that I have a nurse who I can easily call upon. Should I? And then I said, okay, call your nurse. And that is why Spending put a call through to his own nurse.
I expect so we're chatting, you want to Monday, Tuesday. So we think we share why is it?
Now the nurse that Spending called also said, I am not around. I won't be available today. It has to be tomorrow, Tuesday. So that is where the whole story ended. I can't come today. It has to be Monday and Tuesday. The first nurse says the same. The second nurse says the same. Now let's listen to the accusation on both nurse or nurses.
I think expecting second nurse every Tuesday. So for the station for corporation every Monday, everybody work. Okay. So Tuesday one day or job say we have 5 months. Okay. By 1 year. So I try to say down everybody will happy everything. So in one downstairs, they must say every day. Once every day, but in some more or some more, they want to time anymore.
Now listen. He said that Tuesday happens to be the day Liam became 5 months. So he was in the house cooking at the kitchen with the wife. So it's around afternoon, but you can't remember the specific time. But it's around afternoon when the nurse arrived.
Okay. So that's Wednesday. That's Tuesday. Yes. That's Tuesday. So Tuesday, you don't say a day, but not my day. The one downstairs, my kitchen, because I went on a Jama, still journal. Most times, you know, the months on the long line. So I tell them, one kitchen, but not say my day. The body one in the room, it's like 2 rooms, only okay. So in the room, we are aware, I don't know why, but not say my day. I mean, like to transfer. When that's in the room, we are aware of the room. Yeah. Only that transparent. So
you know, see,
what's spending? What's spending? So when I first see the control room or June, okay, or Janet.
Now when the nurse arrived, they need to transfer Mohbad from his own room, from Mohbad's room. Sorry, from Wumi's room rather. They need to transfer Mohbad from Wumi's room, which is the wife, from the wife's room to Mohbad's room. They transfer Mohbad from Wumi's room to Mohbad's room. You understand? From his wife's room to his own personal room. Now, they transfer him from Wumi's room to Mohbad's room to take injection because there is this, what am I to call it? It's as if the rain fell overnight. So water don't enter the house through window or maybe the roof or anything, I don't know. But there is water in the room which they just finished cleaning when the nurse arrived. So that is why they need to transfer him from Wumi's room to his own personal room.
Then I'll go clean okay. So once if you will leave, so what you you go for the assistant, but you must share in the kitchen, and then you share back to cooking. So like some minutes back, Barry was okay. Like what's my partner will be at the 10 to 15 minutes. Because Barry will okay, we go you share anything my style so okay to we buy my body and
he said when the nurse now came upstairs, he came back downstairs to the kitchen to observe what he is cooking. You know they are cooking rice for Liam's birthday. So he came down. Then around a few minutes later, there was a noise coming from the upstairs. They are even calling his name. So he ran upstairs. Then he met Mohbad on the floor. You understand? Struggling. Mohbad cannot talk. He was just struggling. Yoruba will say, Onjakuru. You understand? Onjakuru. So he was just struggling.
Olùsọ̀rọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ ṣẹ̀kọ̀ ọwọ́ ló fi ọwọ́ ló fi jù nípa ní pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ti ṣáà ṣáà láti sọ pé abẹ́rẹ́ òun fún abẹ́rẹ́ tó nípa abẹ́rẹ́ kẹ̀.
So he asked, what happened? So the nurse said she injects Mohbad and he was like, injection báwo? Why will you inject Mohbad? Which kind of injection are you talking about? And what for?
Mohbad ṣáà ń gbọ́ kò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kó tó gba abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn. Gbogbo tó fi gba abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn ò tí ì ju bí many minutes. For 20 minutes. Lẹ́yìn tó gba abẹ́rẹ́ tán. Lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ti lọ sókè. Mo fẹ́ mọ time interval lẹ́yìn tí ó gba abẹ́rẹ́ àti time tó fi react. Ìgbà tó gba abẹ́rẹ́ òun ò sí ń bọ̀. Wọ́n tí nìkan lè jẹ́ wọ́n ti kúrò ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n tí nìkan lè sọ pé ìgbà tí wọ́n sì ń bẹ̀ ìwé ṣe ìtọ́jú 20 to 30 minutes ní ìlú ariwo ló pè tí wọ́n sáré lọ sókè. Tí wọ́n ti wọ́n sáré lọ sókè mo bá nílẹ̀ ó ṣáà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àti sáré fún mi bọ́ ojú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń náwó sórí fún mi bọ́ ojú ẹ̀ ó náwó sí sípọ̀s kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ nínú bó ṣe ṣe pípín wọn struggle kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ kò sáré struggle.
Now when he went upstairs, you understand, he saw Mohbad on the floor. Mohbad cannot talk. Mohbad was just struggling. Even if he wants to, he's just trying to point at something. So he's pointing at the AC, pointing at this and that. So he took water to wash Mohbad's face. Then they are trying to put him up to sit or stuff like that. So after the whole injection and all that, they have to take him back to his wife's room now where there is AC. You understand? So Mohbad's room, there is no AC, but there is AC in Wumi's room. You understand? So they need to take him back to Wumi's room in order to. So let's continue.
So we can go to what we do in issue to unconditional. So we might as well because I struggle with another one to the hospital.
So at that time, even him is not comfortable anymore. Adura is not comfortable anymore. So Adura needs to go out in order to get a car that will take them to the hospital because Mohbad's car is faulty and there's mechanic downstairs repairing the car. So they have to just look around to get a cab. He himself personally went out in search of a cab.
They sign on the street of the able to the cab but thanks to my jet whatever it's watching people. Watching people and
now, when he came back, he saw that they are bringing him out already to a particular vehicle, and he's asking, what happened? They said, okay, there is a car. Let's take him to the hospital. So they move him to the hospital.
Right, the hospital, right? Like after like 15 minutes, but I
gbogbo time tẹ fi gbé lọ yẹn ó wà ní mọ́tò pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń gbé lọ.
even the traffic wa a ní láti transfer to bike.
Okay.
Because motor traffic is on children.
Now there is traffic on their way, so they need to transfer him to a bike while going. And when they get to the hospital, they took Mohbad into the ward. They did not even allow any of them to go into the ward where Mohbad is. So for like 15-20 minutes later, they came out to break the news that Mo is no more.
So when I transfer to a bike, I shall be so bike that can be doing.
Gbogbo time yẹn ó ṣe ń respond.
The time you respond, but she bring to like, okay, but we sorrow, but she
gas.
So by my baby hospital for like 20 minutes, I should one hospital and
so the time they did the hospital, pushing me.
Okay, pushing.
He said, as at the time they take Mohbad to the hospital, he's still breathing. You understand? Mohbad is still breathing, he's still alive. So it was a live Mohbad that was taken into the ward at the Kuramed Hospital for like 15 to 20 minutes before they came out to tell us that he is no more, according to Adura.
Kò sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Kò sí ní kí ni àti àti nígbà tí ìrìnbá wa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá sọ̀rọ̀ àti ìgbésẹ̀ hospital yẹn bá ṣáà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọn kàn for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm going to push around here. I can go out to picture.
So for like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and the doctor came out. So they have to call Darusha. He called their brother, and the brother said, how possible is that? So he needs to leave where he is and run down to the hospital and instruct them to take the body to another hospital for proper verification.
As a hospital, Adura hospital, Adura hospital, the same thing for Sofwan hospital, and Sofwan hospital.
Okay, hospital àkọ́kọ́ wọ́n ṣe admit ẹ. They tried something, but they now announced, sorry, it was at the second hospital. Not rejected. Okay, so hospital can issue statements clarifying that he was brought in. The first one,
second hospital.
Second hospital, they'll clarify if they brought in there. Okay.
He said the host asked which of the hospital issued a statement that Mo was brought in dead. Now he said it's the second hospital, not the first hospital.
People did not even say anything.
Sharp question for question. So what
no, I'm referring to there's a statement on social media. One hospital said he was brought in there.
That is
the second hospital. There's no statement from the first one. Okay. I just want
second hospital.
So if I was sure we could first hospital, those were brought in.
Second hospital. So I think second hospital was so
I'm not confirming.
I'm not confirming. You say everybody. So yeah, the choice that for our quarter of what you know, so we can tell for you say you can show you don't need to roll and solo because I feel just like that. You say so you go phone because no expect body as in because I feel okay just like that. I should be so I shall chat and go so because mọ́tò ẹ̀rọ tó ń sọ fún ṣe mọ́tò ẹ̀rọ òun tàbí àwọn tó ń fi padà ẹ̀ ẹni tó ṣe mọ́tò ẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ ló pè wá padà pé mọ́tò yìí ti wà ẹ̀rọ wà òkè mọ́tò ẹ̀ náà láti padà wá sí pé láti gbé wá padà wá sí ilé ìyá ẹ̀rọ ìgbé wá sí ilé.
Now, he said, when the second hospital confirmed that Mu is no more, is BID. At that moment that they are all lamenting, grieving, the mechanic at home now called that he has finished repairing Mohbad's car. So they went home to pick Mohbad's car, come back to the hospital, the second hospital, which is Perez. So it was his car that they used in taking him back home. Remember, they used the neighbor's car to move him from home to the hospital. So they use his own personal car now to bring the body from hospital back to the house.
The car that was no good.
So the same room. Anyway, kò ní má tà wọ́n because ẹ ṣe rí next morning now. So òun sùn tiẹ̀.
Òun sùn ti ìyàwó ẹ̀
Òun ti ìyàwó ẹ̀ mọ́jú. Okay.
So òun ti ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó fún wọn jù. So
sorry about that distraction. So we'll continue. Only Osun ọ̀dọ̀ Wunmi ló sùn mọ́jú, but as of àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì, he was still okay. Ó ṣe wà alive. Kí nurse tó dé. Bí time wey nurse dé.
Time tí wọ́n ti dé.
Ṣé bí àárọ̀ ni àbí ọ̀sán? Ọ̀sán. So at least between ìgbà tó jí láàárọ̀, maybe around 6 hours or so. The nurse today from morning till almost 6 hours.
Yes.
Okay. So fast forward, but never be padà sílé.
The host asked him, which time in particular did the nurse arrive? Morning or afternoon or evening? He said around afternoon time. So yes, it was around afternoon and all that. Okay.
Kò sí dáadé kò sí mọ́mí kan ní àwọn táwọn ní àwọn àjẹkù organization ìpinnu àwọn rẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n táwọn adélé aṣáájú láti ilé ẹ̀dá sí àlọ́ tí àwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n fi ń gbé ní ti ní ìtẹ̀lẹ́ pẹ́lú gbogbo wọ́n ti fún ẹ̀kọ́ wà àdàtà ní ìtẹ̀lẹ́ reason for ṣáà reason pé á
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, very.
Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Why is Adura not talking about when he brought his this person's son, Mohbad's home, to his room and Wunmi didn't allow him to enter? So what was the reason behind it, not you entering the house to go and give your brother the phone? Adura is not talking about that. And what was the noise Adura was talking about that he heard? And they even said Mohbad was sick. He doesn't like going to the hospital. And you all saw his condition. You could not call Baba or call the mother. Adura, so fashion for me. Let's finish the interview first, please, so that we can talk. So that we will not get distracted. Just remember this one.
She's angry already. Mary is angry already.
If we don't do the interview somehow, let's just finish everything and we cannot deliberate of what he said. It makes sense.
Mary don't dey provoke.
Kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. So àwọn tó kọ̀ tẹ̀ wá máa ń
rẹ̀ sí tẹ́lẹ̀.
kò sí òṣìṣẹ́ nísìnyí kò sí kẹ́kẹ́ tó lọ ṣó ní Sunday. Sẹ́yìn ti fẹ́ ṣe.
Àwọn controversies tá à ń gbọ́ because blame fẹ́ máa sọ bí kí ló tán máa sáré sí kí ló tán máa ṣe. Bọ́ tí mo gbọ́ tí bàbá sọ nígbà tí VDM interview wọn bàbá ní bàtà àwọn máa débẹ̀ wọ́n ti embalm láti ibi tẹ́lẹ̀ ní pálọ̀ ẹ̀ sọ story embalmment.
My tẹ́lẹ̀ sí pálọ̀ ní brother kan Darusha ló pẹ́ so òun ní sọdẹ́.
Má bínú kí ló lóko ẹni tí o tẹ̀lé lọ gba cash.
Darusha.
The same Darusha. Okay bóyá mo ń gbọ́.
So òun ló ní pé ìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ sí dádùn náà ní past like nǹkan táwọn ṣe ní gbogbo sí wọn ní àyà bí ká ṣe nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ tí àwọn pẹ́rẹ́ǹtì wà fún di o táwọn dáadáa àti wọn wà fún di bí ká ṣe rẹ̀ so wọn ní àgbèsílára for some like 2 hours ní dáadé dé àti dáadé máa dé kò tí wọn náà ti wá around wọn.
Okay ṣé iyọ̀ tó gbèsè láyà ní dáadé.
There is something important there. Assuming the host did not come in, you understand? I don't know the motive of the host coming in there. It's a kind of interjection, you understand? But I don't know why. Maybe it's for correction, or maybe it wasn't intentional, you understand? But if it's not intentional, I think it should ask him to continue what he's about to say. The boy said, during the time that they came back home, when they came back home, they lay him aside at the sitting room. And talking about the embalmment, he said, Darusha said, he remembered the way they embalm is that locally, that when somebody is spined like this, they will place salt on their chest. So Darusha instructed them to bring salt and place the salt at the chest of Mohbad. During that time, mommy said he's around, but that but in no talk and finish. During that time, mommy is around, but so the host came in. Listen again.
Wọ́n tí bàbá sọ nígbà tí VDM interview wọn bàbá ní bàtà àwọn máa débẹ̀ wọ́n ti embalm láti ibi tẹ́lẹ̀ ní pálọ̀ yẹn sọ story embalmment.
My tẹ́lẹ̀ sí pálọ̀ yẹn ní brother kan Darusha ló pẹ́ so òun ní sọdẹ́.
Má bínú kí ló lóko ẹni tí o tẹ̀lé lọ gba cash.
Darusha.
The same Darusha. Okay bóyá mo ń gbọ́.
So òun ló ní pé ìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ sí dádùn náà ní past like nǹkan táwọn ṣe ní gbogbo sí wọn ní àyà bí ká ṣe nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ tí àwọn pẹ́rẹ́ǹtì wà fún di o táwọn dáadáa tí wọ́n wà fún di bí ká ṣe rẹ̀ so wọ́n ní àgbèsílára for some like 2 hours ní dáadé dé àti dáadé máa dé kò tí wọ́n náà ti wá around wọn.
Okay ṣé iyọ̀ tó gbèsè láyà ní dáadé lórí ìfàṣẹ àṣìṣe ẹ̀ ti ẹ̀ bá.
Mommy náà ti wà around. During that time, mommy not were around. So he's trying to tell us that mommy is around before daddy arrived. Mommy is around before the arrival of Baba Mohbad. So the host now come in like, so you mean the salt they place on his chest is the reason why daddy said he's been embalmed? He said yes.
Yes, okay, so that was daddy no man there. So until my back kitchen was until I go on the follow so that was follow okay that you know directly. So I want to want to sell. So by the time I want to sell come on nothing you know was okay was in balm okay no so ko e ko te ni jerry fún we balm for someone with it but so agbesila
Sorry, Arifa.
It's not
Sorry, 1 minute. Try and check where he said Darusha called. That Tomoto File Lano. Try and rewind that please and check back. Listen very well. He was saying when Darusha called, Darusha said Omoto File Lano. So I'm not sure. So by the Omoto File Enjoy
Monday. Àná, alẹ́ Monday ló kúrò ń bẹ̀. So why you not say ọmọ tó ń filẹ̀ lánàá? So he couldn't hide everything. If you just rewind and play it back, you get that pipe. Just rewind and play it back.
All right, we will get there. I also.
Arifa, you need to go back. You need to go back. Rewind that play. We need to get some points in that place too.
Sorry, aside from that, have you people even forgot that what he's saying now is different from what he said in Corona this thing?
Exactly.
Whosoever that say he set his eyes on Mohbad on Monday, that the person is lying around so is it 12 o'clock or what? So let's be sincere to each other. These people are not saying the truth. They are just parabolating.
Let's finish listening, please. When we finish, so we can talk on it.
Sorry, Christian is daddy.
Yeah, Christian.
Mohbad in God.
Christian everybody wa.
Okay.
So that is we don't see that let's say. So
He said when daddy now arrived, after every question and all that, Baba Mohbad insisted that Mohbad must be buried that night. So Adura was like, bury Asao, Asasao, as in Asansao. He said no.
Arifa, sorry, Queen of Energy, you just said we should not interject, that we should finish listening to this. If we finish listening to it, there are some points that we don't even remember again. So the moment they were saying it,
Remember, we can replay. Don't worry. Let's finish. You can
I'm the one who said that.
You understand Yoruba, we don't understand. So we need to listen as well so we can join you guys in also analyzing it. Carry on, Arifa.
So Baba insisted that they must bury him that night. Go. And he said, no, bury Asao. Why are we going to bury Mohbad this kind of night? And Baba insisted, even when all the immortalization in there, trying to tell Baba that no, Baba still insists that he must be buried.
You can get there. Wait. I will interject. That place now, I will interject. The reason why, see, I'm not trying to support Baba here, but the reason why Baba said he has to be buried that night is because they refused to give him the what is it called? What is it called? Police reports or medical reports. That was the reason why, and in Holland, we all know that it's more good for a father to be saying his son's whatever. Maybe that was why Baba said they have to bury Mohbad. I'm not trying to support Baba here, but let's call it spade a spade. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is the reason why Baba
We will get there. No, he is not even talking about the reason why Baba buried him. He is trying to let us know that Baba insists that he must be buried that midnight. You understand? That midnight, he must be buried. That is what
he was trying to
Adura is referring to.
Yes, for that statement.
He's trying to rule Baba Mohbad.
Yeah.
That Baba insists that he must be buried that same night.
Wọ́n fẹ́ fi blame yẹn sórí bàbá yẹn.
Láti sọ pé gbọ́dọ̀ sí wọ́n dé tọ́rọ sí pé kò wá sí sálẹ̀ láti sọ pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sí lálẹ́.
Yeah, he said immediately that he came down from up to downstairs. The next thing is that he said they must bury him that night. So he lay more emphasis on that particular aspect.
There's something I don't understand here. Before Baba came, but they have already took Mohbad to the hospital, yes or no?
Yes,
So,
two different
have
hospitals.
reports with them already. Why did they give Baba the report before Baba started saying, yeah, let's go and bury Mohbad? For Baba to go and
The problem
now
now
the
is
mortuary.
we listen, we don't judge.
Okay.
You're right for that statement. They hide that report.
Exactly.
It's like, so, because you know, you see, environment, you know, like this, like, so that you get the service separation, you know, So, okay.
Sorry, Christian ni daddy.
Yeah, Christian.
Mohbad ń bọ̀.
Christian everybody wa.
Okay.
So láti mú ká gbọ́dọ̀ sí lálẹ́ ẹsẹ̀. So àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ àtàwọn tàbí wọn ń pè
Immediately tí daddy dé, náà ti sọ pé gbọ́dọ̀ sí.
wọ́n dé tọ́nu sí pípọ̀ wá sí sálẹ̀ láti sọ pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sí lálẹ́.
Okay.
Sí lálẹ́ ẹ̀kẹ́. Àti lè sin àti pé bàbá tí wọ́n jẹ fún àtẹ̀lé kan tí wọ́n sọ ṣáà pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sí lálẹ́. Ṣáà gbogbo wa ní jẹ́ tí wọ́n gbẹ̀rẹ̀ àṣẹ lálẹ́ tí àwọn ìgbà tí wọ́n gbé ní alẹ́ jùmọ̀ àlejò lọ sí kúrúdú sí náìtì ọjọ́ kejì.
Àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì náà.
Ọjọ́ kejì lọ sí kúrúdú. So
Nǹkan tá à ń try láti.
He said Baba said they have to bury him that midnight. But funny enough, maybe based on all of them and all that, so they buried him the following morning. You get it? In the morning, the following day. That happens to be Wednesday.
Arifa.
Ni kí ló lè responsible fún ikú yẹn? Òǹkọ́ tó sọ sí kò tí ì suggest pé bóyá anybody ṣe nǹkan kan fún yàtọ̀ sí injury yẹn láti show. And then treatment tó gbà bóyá ó react. But àwọn other things ta tún gbọ́ táwọn èèyàn ń try láti blame other people fún bíi bóyá wọn láwọn kan wọn threaten ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wọn láwọn fún
manager tó jẹ́ àbúrò ní amálé ọjọ́ ìlú ní àbí iṣu kan so wọ́n ń fẹ́ change manager ẹ̀kọ́ náà bá ẹ̀ka máa gbọ́ kọ́ bá yàtọ̀ gbọ́ kọ́ pé nípa ìtì wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn náà òun á jára fún un lónìí ẹni tó pè wọ́n sọ pé alẹ́ fún mi bá ní àwọn àgbẹ̀ pé ní àjọpọ̀ sí òkè tó ń gbé sí ìjẹ́ wà lẹ́ tó wọ́n ti tún ajá fún pé gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú marian house lọ́nà.
Now, the guy is trying to talk about the bully aspect. He now said they only receive a call that Mohbad is in Malian's house. So when they went there, they are only hearing the sound of dog during the phone conversation. So they decide to go to the Malian's house to see what is happening to Mohbad over there. So let's listen to what is happening to Mohbad.
Like I said, that is me. Kadebe, Utabalo. I thought I was in David. It's in Osaka, but I thought I was in David. But the time travel, go around to share what is sharing. Go home.
He said, Daddy now said, okay, let's go to Osaka. Let's go and see what is happening to Mohbad. By the time they go to the Orchid Junction, they found Mohbad driving out. He's been injured, you understand? All over his body, there is different kind of injury.
So, I'll wind up for something for that.
He now said, immediately his dad saw him, he just wind down. He now said, Daddy, calm down. There was more to come inside, you know. As they do that one, at that particular moment, Sam Larry just arrived. So Sam Larry arrived and said, you are not living here, say, you cannot leave this place. You know you won't leave this place. He now said maybe the person that was even recording the video was scared. That is why the person have to cut that particular video immediately. Stop recording.
Trend online. So video ló ti ọkọ pọ̀ so ọjọ́ yẹn ọṣẹlẹṣẹ ọgbọnba mata charity defend the ọṣà.
He said that day they injured him because Latan was trying to defend him and so but yet they still, you know, they touch him.
Sam Larry gbà sí pé ọwọ́ mi wọ́n á jẹ àpò ìgbà ọṣẹlẹṣẹ tó kú ní.
Ṣé lẹ́yìn etí?
Sam Larry did not agree, you know, to let him go. They injured him so much that day.
Lẹ́yìn
lẹ́yìn tí ẹnìyẹn kọ sí fídíò. Ibi tí fídíò yẹn dé yẹn wọ́n tún ṣì nà lẹ́yìn.
wọ́n ṣe é ṣe kò sẹ́ni bọ̀ tó lè sọ ọkọ̀ àwọn tó fún mi di ọ̀rọ̀ tó di dáńgáàrùn àwọn tó lè fún mi di kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ mẹ́rin.
So the host now asked him, wait o, after they cut the video, they still injure him more? He said yes, because of the weak kind of weapon they have in their hand. Nobody can get close to them. People wey dey hold dagger, people wey own cutlass and all that, so they can't go close to them.
wọ́n sọ pé pé lọ́wọ́ yẹn wọ́n fi bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ ìjà lójú mi máa bẹ́ẹ̀ fa wàhálà pàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ tó dín wọn tó ń gbọ́ sùn.
So still on Samilari, another thing come what Samilari is mentioned.
He said naturally, men looking at him, you can't just go close to attack his brother. You understand? He go dig a house with you naturally, but based on waiting they hold for hand, he no fit do anything. Injure the look, you understand? So
àwọn tí wọ́n bá kó lọ lọ́wọ́ gbà wọ́n ẹ̀ tí wọ́n máa fi tí wọ́n pe àwọn ìdíje ló wà lọ fọ́ọ̀bù díje tó jẹ́ díje ń bá lọ wà lọ fọ́ọ̀bù pé.
now he said, among the people that Samilari took there was kind of trying to make the issue worse. So it was Mohbad DJ that now went to, that one go break ball to say as the matter dey be, say wetin dey stop go. Let us just
olóṣèlú ẹ̀yìnbá àwọn bá ń sàn láti rí àwọn padà sọ̀rọ̀ pé níbi artist náà wetin dey do for outside. sọ wọn ẹni tó ó lè lọ fọ́ọ̀bù ó ti jùmọ̀ sínú báńkì kò tẹ̀lé wọn wọlé ìyẹn àwọn yẹn wá rí pé ìwọ lọ fọ́ọ̀bù bí pàníyàn bí ọ̀ṣà ṣe léṣe ìyẹn náà sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ní pé onítorí náà bọ́ sóhun kù.
So he said that day, when DJ, that's referring to DJ Bami, I guess, when he breaks bottle and was like, yeah, this one, that one. So they run enter DJ Bami himself. So the bouncer now took Mohbad back inside that no, you be artist. Come on, body, no join body. Now, I think that is where the whole story ended.
àwọn sọ́ọ̀bù tí wọ́n gbé ní sọ́ọ̀bù fún pé Samilari yóò lọ sọ́ọ̀bù.
He said the Jebami confessed that Samilari even carry pow, play face and all that, everything like that. So there is part 2 anyway, but I never see the part 2. Maybe he never post the part 2. Now there is something important here. I'm going to start from where it stopped. The first thing is, talking about the aspect of this bully that you just talked about. Is it the same day? Because all this cut and join wey they do for this particular aspect is so funny to me. Is it the same day that they were called that Mohbad went to Malian's house and there's chaos? Was the same day Baba Mohbad went there to see what happened to Mohbad, and Mohbad met him on the way at Osapa London gate and said, no, come, let's go home. And Samilari appeared from nowhere to meet them there. Is it that same day? And all the bottle wey they break as they still injure Mohbad more. Is it that same day in front of Baba Mohbad? And is it that same day DJ Bami still break bottle? Wey bouncer still come, carry Mohbad enter, say no, you be artist, no put body, comot body. Is it that same moment, that same spot, that same day? Because I'm confused. This kind of interview, the interview will give you nightmare. I'm confused. I don't know what he's trying to create in that particular area, and I don't know how come and what is the agenda of the host why he decided to cut some kind of information away from that particular aspect. I don't know anyway, but we move. Now, there are different kind of points in here. Talking about the incident that happened at the show. He said Prime fought with Mo. And Prime punched Mo. When Mo wanted to retaliate was when he punched the Prado glass. Question number 1. Adura witnessed everything in this interview, but at Corona inquest, he did not witness anything.
On mute, King of the South, and he said he can't unmute himself. I don't know why. Try unmuting him. King of the South and the West.
Come again, what do you see?
Unmute King of the South and the West. He said he can't unmute. I don't know why.
Okay, King of the South, unmute.
Arifa, story show yẹn, Adura sọ lies ni. Ó kàn wá nǹkan sọ ni kò sí. Gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo wọn sọ ó ń yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Kí ni gbogbo rọ́bì? Gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo wọn sọ ó kàn yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Ó ń yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Àwọn ọmọ o.
Arifa, yeah, King of the South.
Arifa.
1 minute.
See, Arifa.
1 minute. Can I give a point, please?
Yeah, King of the South.
Yeah, in what you interpreted, right? And why didn't Adura say anything about the police station? He didn't mention anything about Baba taking the body to the police station first, before the next incident, where according to all of them now, they are saying that Baba was the one that said they should go and bury Mohbad that night. Adura never make mention of the police station that they went to, that Baba actually made them to take the body to the police station. Oh, I don't understand why.
And also the mortuary. You know, Baba went mortuary. And from there, Baba went home. And Baba told Darusha to take over. And they should do preparation and all that. You're not saying Baba said they should bury that night.
Arifa, 1 minute, please. I just want to talk and tell, because I just finished my night to work. I won't sleep and I want to. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I was on one platform. I wanted to talk. They dropped me because they know the truth. And I'm telling you, these people are so manipulative that they want to manipulate everyone. For
good brain will not follow their talk. We all know this story from day one, and we know that what Adura is saying is just a script. The word they give them, we all know that, and we can't fall for it. There's a big lie. They said Yoruba Sokwe, if someone is talking and then you ask question and he said what you asked and he answered once, that means he's saying the truth. When he's going around the bush, it's a lie. And you ask the second question, he's going again, like he said the same thing, it's correct. But if you say something else, that is a big lie. These people are a big liar. They are lying. All I want to say is, like for me, is this interview is very useless to me, which I will not even buy anything from it. In the first place, what I want to say first, I was like, okay, this Adura, you said it in Corona inquest, that anybody that saw Mohbad around 12 p.m. on Monday, that that person is a liar. So that means you're a liar as well. You're saying the lie now. So you're a liar, big liar. And I am very, very, very sorry for Baba Mohbad and Adura. I am saying this right now. Etifi Obojono, I am telling you. one of your child is gone, and I'm taking this Adura too is going down as well, whether you like it or not. He is going down, I'm telling you. And nítorí ọba pé ló máa mọ̀. So just say bye bye to Adura. I'm sorry, two of your child is going. It's so painful. Irú àwọn ọmọ wo lélẹ̀? It's so painful, because I'm just even crying in my heart. Like, if I have 3 children, none of them is saying the truth. They are so useless. One is gone, and the 2 cannot even help. And you keep lying. And if you can see with Adura's story, let me tell you guys, you can see that it's not even naming what killed Mohbad. He's just saying what will help him. He's covering himself and Wunmi and others. What
And
will kill your
let me
brother?
put in a point to support your argument, right? Let's not forget, is it not the same Adura and Darosha they took to the police station, and and they were putting the embalmment on Adura, and they were saying that it's Adura that embalmed Mohbad, not Darosha. So now, how is it now that Darosha went to CTC and said that it was actually Adura that embalmed Mohbad, and Baba Mohbad agree, and now he's saying that at that time when they embalmed Mohbad, Baba wasn't there. Baba came later. It was only Mama that was there. So I mean,
And
so
do you know one thing I want to ask them? When the nurse injects this Mohbad, why not these people call police for this nurse and said, okay, you've killed our brother, you've killed my husband, you're not going anywhere. I'm going to call police for you because you are the one who will inject this my husband. Why are they not doing that? Why did they leave the nurse? If they're claiming with all this Adura story, like everything is normal, it's just the injection they give cause all these things, the way he's saying to me. So why don't you call police on this nurse? So you guys, you're all going down, Adura. I'm sorry for
according to the nurse,
You see,
the nurse
King
never
of,
saw
the,
Adura.
king of the south and the north, yeah. I just want to add to what you're saying, what you just asked, that why didn't they do certain things? When you are lying, you can never see the truth. This one you're asking why. We should know by now. We should know why. That why we shouldn't be asking ourselves. Why didn't he say this? Why did he say that it was Adura said that it was sorry, Darusha said that it was Adura who embalmed. Now Adura is saying it's Darusha. You see how they are going back and forth? Do you understand? So when you are lying, you can never be consistent. You must lie till you die. But when
and you know that. Sorry, Queen.
We always be the truth.
Queen, you see that
This interview is giving me headache. I don't even know why people want to
see inside the call that Yomi had with Wumi's brother, that Wumi said Darusa and one other person, and Ryder was the one that came out 3 a.m. in the night. You see that Adura did not say anything about 3 a.m. in the night.
Prince, that's what I'm saying. He's leaving all the story of what
These
kind.
people
because let me tell you guys something.
We don't need them in Nigeria
no, hold on.
again.
It's not. Let me tell you something. It's not Adura's fault. It's that interviewer's fault. Where did that interviewer come from? He's not asking him the right questions.
In the interview as well.
Adura, for me personally, Adura is escaping VDM. That is why they push him to do this useless and nonsense interview to come and
that interview was orchestrated by them.
We should be asking that interviewer who is that interviewer. He's not asking him the right question, so we shouldn't be asking why didn't he say that. If he has asked him,
can you see where sometimes if he's asking Adura question, he will be the one to answer the question again. Did you see that?
All the people are talking first. Hold on, Adama.
I no one shout. I dey for hospital. My patient, I no one shout. You see this interview. It's for me. I will see it like it's an interview they want to use to escape VDM side. And
of course.
And again, the funny part of this thing, you see that Monday scenario they are trying to remove it. That Monday scenario is their issue. That Monday bar they want to remove is the problem. They want to calculate everything and put it on Tuesday. And that's where they are having the fight now.
And they are missing everything. They are missing it.
Push it
They don't want
Tuesday.
The fear of VDM is the beginning of wisdom. They don't want VDM to interview Adura. It's as simple as ABC. If you understand
They
that,
are
you have to
finding it difficult to push
Me.
everything on Tuesday. That's the problem. That's why they keep lying.
All what they
telling
are
you,
saying, all
I'm
what
telling
Adura
you,
saying has no meaning to me.
Moby,
Exactly. It has
Moby is
no
queen.
meaning.
Moby is queen. I'm telling you, this family, one she be, one àwọn ọmọ náà she parents ni.
Tomorrow is that.
This family, oh, they are disgraced.
And one more thing I want you guys to look into again. I want you guys to look into one thing again. Like, I'm not going to forget this woman. Her name will be calling. I will be calling her name. That Matole lady. She's the nurse, so they want to remove her, but they will not remove her because look at what she said. She was saying in her platform like, "Oh, Prime Boy fight with Mohbad the day before they left the house." Now see what Adura was saying now. Adura was saying that the interviewer asked Adura, "Did anyone fight before they left home?" He said, "No fight at all." You can see all of them. They're all lying. They are all lying. All of them. There is story upon story upon story.
Gang of liars.
You see
They are all
that
gang of
interview.
liars.
You see that interview was based on bullying. They want to use that interview to nail Naira Marley and Prime again. If you could listen very well, that was the point. Why are they leaving what happened in the house? Why are they on Naira Marley and Prime Boy? What's the offense of these people?
Prince, not only Naira Marley, and he's trying to throw Baba under the bus. You see, Baba is who was trying to protect him from this 3-second video. Now he is now he's putting Baba under the bus. You see?
If Baba is not careful, Baba will go for you.
The king of the south and the west, yeah? Listen, I disagree with that statement, yeah? Because why? Why have I disagreed? If Baba really wanted justice, he would have put in the Adura under the bus and let him speak the truth. So I don't care what Adura can come to say about Baba. I don't.
Nobody pity that Baba.
I don't, because if you really want justice, you will not be protecting him.
All of you
what Adura is saying about him.
As right now, it's all of you supposed to be happy that he's dragging Baba. Because the more he's trying to put everything on Baba, Baba will come out by force, come and say anything. No. So nobody pity that Baba. It's good for him.
Yes,
it's good for him. You call yourself you have to put something under the carpet. It's good for him.
Can you guys get me? Let me just throw this point out. Hold on one minute. Let me throw this point out.
One minute. I will be happy. Okay. Jesus, Baba is a pastor. Jesus can carry your cross for you. So you to go and carry all your children and your wife cross. Go and go prison for all of them. It's good. Let him carry the cross for them. Jesus carry your cross. Go and carry your cross for your wife and your children. That's the case closed. What
I'm trying to say, if Baba was not going to intervene with Yomi with this 3-second video, they were all saying that the 3-second video was not real. But now I don't think Adura would do what he is doing, because now you see Baba, because this is the same thing when they talk about what do you call it, this girl Blessing, right? Blessing also, when he said that Blessing was the one who threw the black nylon in the burial ground, Baba said it was not her. Until later on, he got to know it was her in the video. Now we have not heard anything. That's why I keep saying it's not all the children that you can save. It's not all your children that you can save, because not all of them have the mindset for you. You understand? So that's what I'm just trying to say. Because if Baba was going to leave that 3-second video and say, okay, he's still supporting Yomi with this thing, we wouldn't have. I don't think Adura would have.
King of the South. At this point, even if Adura say Baba they wear Mohbad, by me, I go believe. I no care. Now them they for that place. Now them know what happen for that place. I no go defend anybody. Even if they say Baba they there. You see Gongo where everything happened, let Baba go defend himself for police station. Because the same way we have been backing them, we have been defending one person. That's how these people keep the truth. Up to now, we are fighting for more than 2 years now. They keep the truth. Baba used the fact that the public was on his side and hide so many truths. Hide his children, pretending to the public as if he is fighting for justice.
Baba wanted.
I want to see what Baba will come and talk after this Adura interview. I'm waiting for Baba. I want to see what he will say.
Baba
Anyway,
wanted
let me bring somebody else in. Okay.
Baba wanted only Wunmi to go down.
Abiroya.
Yes,
Abiroya.
yes, my brother.
Before you go, like I said before, the likes of you, Brother Kunle, Prince came in.
Can we tap? The lights are so okay. Let's tap now.
I think I am supposed to be somewhere today at the court to give live updates, to even know what is really going on concerning the case of spending the nurse and all that. And if there's a further DPP advice based on Corona inquest verdict, I think we should know. But I will get the update anyway before the end of the show. But people are not supporting this life. I don't know why. I noticed that for a long time now. People are not supportive. But where we go come out, come lie. People will support lies and all that. No, but I will never be part of that. What I'm trying to say is that you are one of my top gifters, Abiroya, and God will continue to bless you, be with you, and provide more and more for you. These are things you people do to support us, that ginger us, make us to go more further on this whole matter. So guys, please, I'm gonna try to support us. If you know one gift, if you DM me on help us. So Abiroya, I'm putting that to you. It's one of your cross. So thank you so much, my big mom. All right. Thank you, man. So continue your conversation, the prince.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that you see these people. What is it that they always leave the part of that day when mobile buy, that Monday? They will just keep that Monday. Why? Why is it that the whole world was behind Baba and Baba didn't send the whole world? Baba, because of Adura and other people, Baba is shielding some truth. Baba doesn't care. What is the offense of this Mohbad from these people? Because I don't understand. It has never happened in any family. I've never heard it in any family in Nigeria that the whole family will now turn their back on you, on their own child. Yorùbá sọ pé ó bu sọ sí ẹnu ó fi yọ̀ sí. I don't know the offense of Mohbad. I don't know.
Do you know the funny part of it was that as they are covering the Monday, and the Monday is continue open, because Karimo said that day that mobile pie, no one was there.
Can you attend to that boy?
Also.
Please, can you attend to that boy? Don't comment. Can you attend to that boy, please?
That Monday is a very sore area. You see, like it's like a wound that is very sore that they don't want to touch that area. They don't want to touch it, because if they touch it, even paracetamol no go fit kill them. That's what I'm seeing. Because anytime they are giving their speech, they always
Acupuncture. Arifa lajogun amagba omodo agbani. Acupuncture. You just abandon me. You just leave me. You just go. Don't mind me. Just DM me. So I don't want to be. I don't sabi TikTok. But one thing I want to ask, I agree to all the panelists. You know, there is one thing the question I always ask is, who was with Mohbad? The closest person to Mohbad that day. I mean, I'm not talking about people who are in that house, who were in that house that day. I'm talking about this next person before that guy died. Who was the next person? Who was with him? I'm not talking about Wunmi, whether it is Wunmi, whether it's Benny. Nobody have ever come out to say, okay, it was my presence when the whole thing happened. They were just trying to say from DC to Indomie, from Indomie to DC, from there to Pires. Oh, we see, there's something. There is something.
Now I'm here now. We're discussing about the justice for Mohbad. If someone to ask me tomorrow, say, what? How many of you or who gifted Arifa that day? If I cannot remember 10 people or 5 people, I will be able to remember one. Say, okay, Mohbad before he died, the person that was with him that even called us because Adura said he heard when they were shouting, please. But who was that person? Who was that person that called Adura? Adura was not there. Spendy was not there. Wunmi was not there. We was not with him. Darosa was not with him. Was it that Adura? Was it that Mohbad they just abandoned that guy on the bed? They said let him die. But because it surprised me. Oh. If he asked Freddy, they say I was not with him. Adura will say I was at the down floor. Wunmi will say I was in the kitchen. The Bible will say I was outside smoking ganja. This one will say I was dancing on somewhere.
The nurse also said she never saw Adura. So
and we said Darosa was never around. And Wunmi said Darosa was around. Darosa was part of people that went out at 3 a.m.
Now, the point is that every one of them said they don't even know where that it happened. Nurse was there. Nurse said they gave Mohbad injection, and they said they later said they were pouring water on him. Was it that they just left the nurse with Mohbad alone? Nobody was there. Every one of them went to sleep. They later called them and said, "Hey, come on, this is happening. This or that." What kind of life is all this? What kind of lying is all this one? This is all sort of lie. Blunt lie.
Yeah. My boss. Arifa was this thing translating. He said that Adura said it was water that poured from the window that was on the floor. Is it or the place was leaking or what? What was it, Arifa?
And that was what Adura said.
Yes, that was what he said. He said there was a rainfall. Rain fell over the night, so and maybe because of the breeze of the rain and all that, so the rain entered the house through the window or any other means.
Okay,
Arifada, I want to
stuff
like that.
Wait, Arifada, since the Prado Jeep was bust, how did the driver manage to be sleeping in that rain and the water was going in his car too? Didn't the driver see the rain?
He happened to be the first person to talk about the rain.
To talk about rain.
Not the wife.
This is the first time.
Not DJ Bami. Not the mother. Not the father.
Not the driver.
Not Darosha. Not Prime Boy. Not Spending. Not even the nurse.
What about the driver?
Nobody talks about the rain.
And people living in Lagos that night. Nobody talks about rain. When you run over my ear,
these people are just, the other thing is that we talk about, look at this estate we are now in Abuja here. There is general CCTV, general one, the central one, and Isis house have their own CCTV. There is no how, I repeat again, there is no how someone can come in here or to do anything that people will not know. If they don't, even though at times there are some things that happen that they will signal from the central this thing. Say, see what is happening to also place. And if you look at the security wise of Lagos and here, you cannot be compared to. In Lagos, the security wise, they are very, 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 very in tight than here in Abuja. But still, this thing cannot happen. Okay, now let's assume it. What happened to the CCTV in his house? Who went there dismantled those things? Okay, if it happened that they dismantled those ones, what about the central one? Why is it that nobody is even trying to say, okay, let's retrieve this thing from them? But DJ Bami, I know DJ Bami was not in the house. Adura was not in the house. Wunmi was not in the house. Darosa was not in the house. Spendy was not in the house. Mohbad was the only person that went into his room. And when the nurse came, nobody took nurse to that place to say, okay, this is what happened. Nurse did not ask anybody question. No judge went there, he give Mohbad injection. Oh yeah, take for body. The next thing is that when Mohbad won't die, he can't call Wunmi, say Wunmi, see Mohbad because Wunmi can't say me they leave him. Now so he dey vomit if he do this, he made pour water for head. Una don't craze, they don't craze, all those people don't craze. They don't craze. So the person that you said you don't want to go to hospital, but when you discover that he has died, it is then you now took him to hospital. People be talking about freedom. See, freedom when I don't want here, they say, wait, how would they do it for Nigeria? They different from how would they do it abroad. Now, what will they complicate this whole issue is that, see, in Nigeria, we all know that when a man died, the wife have to be answerable to all questions that need to be answered. But now, if you are talking about the lawsuit in abroad, and you cannot see lawsuit in abroad and abroad and Nigeria, they were not the same. They are not the same. I'm telling you. Why I say they are not, I'm not saying that maybe Nigeria is not the same, but they are not the same. Why I say they are not the same is that someone said, I don't want to go to hospital. I don't like going to hospital. If my brother is sick, or my husband, my wife is sick, you don't want to go to hospital. Do you think if that my wife should die, the family will take it easy with me? That's okay. Why do you allow this person to die at home? When you say you don't go to hospital, can't you call your neighbor? Can't you call one or two persons to say, take this person to hospital, so that from there they can treat this person? No.
Then go talk say now husband kill the wife now. Then go talk say now husband kill the wife.
Now, had they been a Mohbad now, by now they go don't be Mohbad for don't for jail. By now.
Then go talk say Mohbad
doesn't like hospital.
Then go talk say Mohbad don't use the wife for money, for fame.
Yes, that person that told you that I don't like hospital. When you discover that you almost die, you say, okay, let me take it off, so that people will not say they will not charge you for the negligence. Say, okay, just go and die in the hospital. Who even what was the assurance? Because the other hospital brought their own this thing, their medical report. But the first hospital that they took this guy to, the first hospital that they took Mohbad to, no, they never come out to tell you anything to say, okay, this is how it was. Yeah, that is how Mohbad was brought in. This is what happened. Was it that they don't have CCTV camera? They don't have anything, or you believe that they can just be playing on people's intelligence? Nobody was with Mohbad. Nobody. Mohbad was not there. How can you allow us to go and treat you?
Let me ask a question. In the interview of Adura, I heard him saying that it's the second hospital that confirmed him dead. So then what did the first hospital do then? Was he not dead there, or was he alive and they carried him to the second hospital?
No, the first hospital. Maybe the first hospital just that they cannot treat him.
That side wasn't clear. Do you understand? Because so what was the first
No,
hospital?
he said when they took him to the first hospital, he get to the first hospital alive. Then after like 15 to 20 minutes, they came out to say he's dead.
Okay.
So they now called
Now
Arifa,
Yabojo said
who now
that
instruct
Mohbad
them.
died in the house, not outside of the house. So
Look at this person talking now. Look at now, Arifa now. This person say, here in abroad, here you can't force anybody that gave capacity to decide to go to the hospital. But when the person wants to die, you can take the person to hospital, go and punish evil. That person you say you cannot force to go to hospital, and you do not call one or two persons to know that yes, this person said he's not going to hospital. And now because you know you can defend it with that guy, you know Mohbad is a dog. So it's a dog. They can just buy anytime. So when they buy, the family should come and carry Mohbad because man some of them are too short. To our people will be saying, one work with family, there's nothing they can do. See finish now be this one. Because one of our family who send ní integrity. Baba Mohbad don't need integrity. Ìyá Mohbad don't need integrity kankan. So àwọn ọmọ kọ́ ọmọ nígbà tí macaroni sọ ọmọ kọ́ ọmọ ni. So èèyàn kéèyàn lọ.
Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ní integrity. Gbogbo ọjọ́ máa ń pẹ́ ni. Tí kò bá sọ́wọ́ wọn bẹ̀ wọ́n lè dìfẹ́ kò sí bó bá lọ́wọ́ tọ́wọ́ ìbá síbi kan kò sí ni wà jáde tán gbogbo wọn jọ wọ́wọ́ wọn jọ mọ́. nǹkan tó so kò sí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn kìíní kan gbogbo wọn ìjọ mọ́ ni.
bèrè lọ́wọ́ nọ́ọ̀sì pé nọ́ọ̀sì wo ló treat Mohbad nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ti sá lọ kó tó dé.
àtìgbà tí bàbá ti débẹ̀ tó tí nǹkan sẹ̀ ń jọ Monday yẹn tán tí wọ́n fẹ́ lówó báyìí mẹ́mórì rẹ̀ owó tó gbọ́ báyìí mẹ́mórì rẹ̀ ti sá lọ ó ti gbà pé ẹ ó ti kú ẹ pé tó bá pa àwọn àwọn òkú tẹ́fẹ́ sí òkú ti kú ó ti kú.
ìyá Mohbad ni wọ́n máa ti sọ fún pé that $5 million your son want to give to you by now we know what we will give it to you.
dẹ gbé bàbá lọ sọ́nà
if you look at Adura.
ẹ gbé kò sọ̀rọ̀ lọ sí bí 2 million mọ́ gbà tó lọ́dún fi ẹ gbé kò sọ̀rọ̀ lọ bí 2 million mọ́ ẹ gbé kò sọ̀rọ̀ lọ tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa drag a lot of things jáde pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
bàbá òbèrè nọ́ọ̀sì
irú kan náà gbogbo wọn.
bàbá òbèrè nọ́ọ̀sì tó
kí bàbá inú mi dùn tó ìtàdúrà sẹ inú mi dùn sí kó parọ́ mọ́ bàbá yẹn dà kúrò ló gan lówó lọ́ọ̀ ẹ̀ máa mú ẹ̀.
Let me respond to this thing. It happened that the woman, when he was conscious, they asked him, "Are you agree to take blood transfusion?" He said no. They said she should put it into writing, and he wrote it by herself that I do not need blood transfusion. So now, when Mohbad was saying he doesn't want to go to hospital, who can testify to this? Is there anybody that can testify to apart from Wunmi and the so-called the killers?
Leave that one first. Even where I did here, my first patient, we dey for hospital. We dey hospital now, and the patient say make they discharge her, he won't go house. The doctor say if they discharge this patient, he go by. The patient say he won't go house. In family member say make they discharge her. The doctors go carry long list, come bring and say, oh yeah, all of una come sign. Say if una take and go house, it will be us. Everybody sign, everybody sign that paper before the doctor finally release the patient. And as soon as we go home, one day, Becky, 2 days, like buy it don't buy be that. Now the doctor says, documents this.
And you should know that
particular time. Why did you release the patient?
That patient, maybe that patient was a armed robber or something. Because
do you want to tell me that Kura did not give them any document? Stated that backed by on arrival. Anybody tell me that?
Is it yes, that release that statement that that is not working in the hospital or is programmed. That statement that they
it was Perez Hospital that issued a press release that Mo did not use any of their facilities.
Up to now, Kuramed is in hiding.
But Kuramed appeared in Corona now.
No, it's
among them all. It's only
it was Perez representative. It was Perez that came to the Corona inquest.
Up to now,
it was only that driver. I believe his own statement, because the people were judged from Sunday to Tuesday. Nothing happened on Monday. There was
bless
nothing
you.
happened on Monday. You are just
It's only
Monday
drama.
has been raised. Monday is not existing as far as that part is concerned. By time, stage by stage. What went on?
Arifa, I want to tell you something. Say, do you know that this mobile buyer, it goes beyond Wunmi? It goes beyond Wunmi. If you look at the whole settings, see, someone cannot be confident and be granting different interview if there is nobody. What are you telling me? There is something. It goes beyond what we are even saying.
You are right.
I'm telling you this.
Understand why you are granting interview different.
And they not born anybody where. They not born anybody where say now waiting Mohbad dey talk with this before he die or 1 second before he die now waiting be this so this is what happened though. How the nurse say give her injection sef the nurse explain am well na lie. So there's something there say that thing happened and all of them know. Now
that they are saying that remove Monday, be removing Monday. It's Monday so, that this palaver happened. This day happened.
Exactly.
And Monday that everything was sealed, everything was settled.
And which engineer
did you guys not catch the other point? They said Mohbad was alright, Kabi. Then Mohbad has his own nurse number. Now Mohbad get nurse.
No, they said Wunmi, the wife called the nurse.
Mohbad could not call the nurse. Now the wife
called. Make una leave that one.
The wife now get number.
The driver don't talk am. The driver don't talk am. Say the driver don't talk am. Say that they rush out for around 3 a.m. to go and buy drug.
So which time they call from? I don't understand. If they are rushing out by 3 a.m.
Who was that nurse? Who was that nurse? Who was that nurse in that house that wanted to administer those drugs that they wanted to go and buy?
As they
you know the police saw syringe numbers of syringe. You know police saw numbers of syringe.
Police report say Mohbad bleed profusely. Now
and Adura said before they got home the bleeding has stopped. So how did they do that?
And Mama said before they got home, there was something like bleed. He said it's just a splash on his hand.
Baba saw blanket of stained with blood all over.
See,
the point is he said soak with blood, and even
it's only Adura mouth we hear say prime boy punch Mohbad. It's only Adura mouth. I don't hear this one today.
Everything is not making sense. Well, I swear, nothing is.
Nobody said prime boy punch Mohbad.
Not touch
Adura said prime boy punch Mohbad.
The driver was saying prime boy was blocking every punch.
Yes, and Adura is not saying that Mohbad and prime boy punch Mohbad now.
Adura ọdẹ ọmọ àpàyẹsọ máa rìn dìnyẹn. Adura jọ àdúrà ẹ máa ń wo àdúrà ẹ wo tẹ bá wo àdúrà
don't call him arìndín.
Àdúrà àti ìyá ẹ máa mọ̀ pé àpàní.
Don't call arìndín. He knows what he knows.
I love when he said Mohbad was there when the embalming was taking place. I love that part.
Yes.
Adura went to the inquest and said that it was Adarosha went to the inquest and said that it was Adura that did the embalmment. So who did the embalmment?
Since now you don't say their mama did there too, so which means their Mohbad too go tell us.
So that means their mom that gave them permission to do it. Well, that's mom, right?
Baba again.
And the mother washed that blanket soaked with blood.
Yes.
That woman will
the prince. Ìyá Mohbad sọ̀rọ̀ kan nínú interview kan tó sọ pé mi ò lè jẹ́ kó tó wá pa àdúrà bó ti pa promise o ta ló pa àdúrà ta ló pa promise ta ló pa there was today I was listening to one of his interviews say nǹkan tí mo ti dán ọmọ mi mú mi ò lè jẹ́ kó wá pa àdúrà bó ti pa promise o ta ló pa promise. Agreement wo lẹ́jọ́ ní pé you must not say anything.
That's the agreement.
Ta ló wà ń bẹ̀ gbà tí Mohbad kú?
I don't understand that Yoruba, but once you said it,
the king of the south, we understand that part very well. It's just translation.
Me, I want to ask one question. Why is it that dead people don't fight back like those days? Like
the dead has gone. They has gone.
No,
They
no,
don't know
listen.
anything.
Listen,
They
bro.
don't
Let
know
me tell you.
anything.
Let me be
You are
very
not
frank
getting.
with
You are
you.
not getting his question. You are
If
not
it
getting his
was,
question.
if Mohbad was an Ashanti, right? If he was an Ashanti from Ghana or Fanti from Ghana, when the family member doesn't understand his death, right? It doesn't have to be Baba Mohbad that will even take something to go and do to that dead body. The
You know,
aunties of Mohbad will bring cutlass, they will bring machete and put it in Mohbad's hand and put it in the coffin and
That's
say,
it.
if your death was not done by your own hand,
Use this
then go in
cutlass.
peace.
Yes.
Go in peace. But if your death is somebody buy you this cutlass that we are put in this coffin, go and revenge. Use it. If it was Ashanti or Fanti, long time or ever people are the Western people where
if you sell
they
with
do
my own
juju more than
country,
anything.
they will put
But now
blame.
these people will be confessing all over the place because
My
Mohbad will be
own, they will
running
put
after
blame.
them.
See,
Make you follow the person.
what I know is that it was only the nurse that was
Acupuncture. Acupuncture.
Yeah.
Listen to this, sir.
Àbọ̀ ọlọ́run àjẹkárí. Àmì. Wọ́n mọ̀ mọ̀ wípé kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ṣẹ́ tó lọ sí ilẹ̀ lérí kọ́ ló débẹ̀. Àwọn àjábọ́lá náà. Wọ́n kà ti jọ́ sí. Wọ́n kà àgán.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń kọrin lọ́wọ́ díje náà jẹ́ kíní kan wá sí mi lọ́kàn tó wà bá ṣe ń kọrin.
Kọ́ máa máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ
Ẹni ká ní wọ́n kàn fúnra ara wọn.
We don't want to
Ṣé
listen
ẹ
to
tó ní
that.
ká máa kàn kó lórí ọ̀rọ̀ fídíò tí wọ́n fi fóònù àdúrà sẹ́ndì. Ó ní irú ikú tí Mohbad kú ni Yomi náà kú o. Kí ni nǹkan tẹ̀ lè sọ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sá?
Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn èmi ò ó ṣe pé ojú tí oníkálukú fi ń wò ó. Ok, nígbà tẹ̀mí ó sì oní àdúrà lọ mú èyí wá lọ àti pé kárí justice.
Please power tap and share the live.
Kò sí àdúrà ní.
Thank you for doing that.
Èmi ò rí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gbọ́. Bẹ̀tì ohun tó ní ikú tí Mohbad kú ní ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé ẹni yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá kò mọ bí ìdí ọ̀nà ṣe rí. Sórí ká ní pé Yomi dé sìn òun wà àdúrà kiri fún that crime àbí òun wà fún nǹkan kan fún ibi. Ó ti fẹ́ forí gbèpè nìyẹn. Bẹ̀tì jẹ́jẹ́ ló dúró àwọn náà pé tó ń chat pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó náà fẹ́ gba ransom. Ó yẹ kó yàyàn lẹ́nu náà ransom lórí ikú ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀ fẹ́ gba 5 million. Ẹ wo bó ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kalẹ̀ àṣírọ́ ni. Àyè kìí ṣàdúrà. Òyìn gẹ́gẹ́ bí abiyamọ ó gbọ́ kó fi ìtara sọ̀rọ̀. Gbé ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo dájúdájú. Ọmọ mi nínú àwọn. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó lè fọmọ ẹ̀ sí free. Ní kí kọ́mọláńkì máa bá mi lè àbí tírípà kó tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn.
Ìyẹn ni pé bá a ná mọ̀ mi ò dé ní ọlọ́mọ ń gbà mí.
Kò dé ní ọlọ́mọ èmi mo bì. Akínwá justice náà ni wọ́n kàn fẹ́ kọ̀ yín ẹ̀ sí mi. Mo sọ fún yín bí mo ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ láti ìgbà tí ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀ ti kú àti ìjọ sọ̀rọ̀.
Ó burú jáì.
Acupuncture continue.
I think you people have heard all what I was trying to say. Baba himself, but they know the game they are playing. They were just playing, they were just beating. That is why you discover that they're not born Adura well. They're not born any one of them well. Make them talk, say, now what happen before Mohbad buy be this. And then other thing is that they know that Baba Mohbad can never says all what they know about it or what they heard that very day they got to that place. I'm telling you, at least one or two people from there will at least if out of 10, if 20, if 9 of them, not 8 is covering it, 1 or 2 out of it will be saying, I heard that this is how it happened. You will hear and let us be sincere. They not born them where to take talk, say this is what happened that day.
Are you thinking maybe they took an oath? Because
yes, it may.
If you don't take the oath,
check me.
No, under threatening, you will still
He
talk.
all life
As in-
threatening. All life threatening.
No.
Say if you venture do this thing, and we put a net to your life, and of which they will never. I'm telling you
Because
this.
the
Is it not
only
Lagos?
thing that will really threaten them for them not to talk is an oath. Because aside that, if it's threatening, when they threaten you, you will make a mistake and say something. But because it's an oath, if you say something, maybe your life will be taken. So they are very, very careful in talking. So
because all this thing you see that Folasade, Adura, all this, they are just coming out to say now. They have settled down. They have settled down to subtract and add. They know that this is where I need to subtract. That's why he's trying to move Darosa out of the case.
Because it's not making sense. Because everybody in the house has not talked about Monday. It's not making sense now. Nobody has given us clarity about what happened on Monday.
You see, even Folasade interview was not clear. I'm telling you this. There are some things that he has not said that. What is wrong? What is wrong with her? Ṣé tí òkùnú bá rojọ́ ṣé òkùnú ló máa gbọ́ ni? Ṣé tí ìkà bá rojọ́ ṣé ìkà ló máa dájọ́ ẹ̀ ni?
Pointer. You can't blame her, right? You can't blame her. Some things maybe VDM tried to, keep it, and say, okay, this should be private. Maybe we'll bring this out later. But I think Mohbad's auntie is trying to exonerate. She's trying to exonerate.
King of the South and the West. I'm thinking that probably Folashade doesn't even know the whole story because she wasn't in the house from the beginning.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Let's put it that way. But what about people who are in the house? Go. What happened on Monday? What is going on with
Monday? Me, as far as I'm concerned, Monday, everybody said that Mohbad was fine, and according to them, they said that hand couldn't have led to the dying of Mohbad because Mohbad was healthy. According to Lifestyle, and there's no tetanus that can kill that can kill you in 24 hours or even 48 hours.
It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible.
You understand? So
okay, King of the South.
Yes, sir.
See, King of the South.
Yes,
King of the South. Look at something. Now, what's it called? This is from the show. You know, the driver said, was it not the Sunday night stroke Monday that the driver drove from the show down to the Mohbad house?
Exactly, yes, sir.
Okay. Then, as exactly 3 o'clock or to 3, based on 3 a.m., based on what the driver said 3 people rushed out. Wants to go and buy drugs.
Yeah. So
why can't those people ask, say, what happened when they returned back home? And one stupid guy where God won't punish say he spoke with Mohbad Monday afternoon. Say he spoke with Mohbad Monday afternoon. And why did you people rush to go and buy? What kind of drugs did you go and buy then? For what? And who want to administer that drugs for that disease? Were the nurse around then? But according to what they said, that like the nurse came on Tuesday morning.
So
based on what they said.
Yes. So okay, let's just say this thing again, right? According to Adura, they now rush Mohbad to the hospital, and according to the nurse says she never saw Mohbad in the house. It was she and Wumi was in the room throughout. The nurse never said anything about switching room. Now Adura is saying that they took Mohbad from Mohbad's room to Wumi's room. So now Wumi has a room. Let's not forget, Wumi said that they took Mohbad to Liam's room. How can a baby have air condition? A baby has an air condition. You see, these people, well, every time they speak, they shoot themselves in the leg. Because at the end of the day, you are saying that they took Mohbad to Liam's room. Now Adura is saying that they took Mohbad to your room. So are you trying to tell me that? Then she said another place. She said that they took because Liam's room was small.
How did Adura know? Adura that was downstairs. Downstairs.
So now they now took what do you call it? Mohbad from their from Liam's room to their room because their room is big. You understand? They said that Wumi said that they took Mohbad from Leon's room and in another interview again, she said that they took Mohbad to Leon's room because Leon's room has AC. Okay, according to Adura now, Adura say when he entered, Mohbad was just pointing hands at air condition or whatsoever. Mohbad couldn't talk, but Wumi said that Mohbad was saying that his chest is burning. His chest is burning. They should pour water on him. So how did Mohbad? Was he talking through Wumi's head, or he was talking verbally that everybody will hear him that he needs water? They should pour him water. Should pour him water. Because
even at the point whereby Mohbad cannot speak, Mohbad cannot talk again. Mohbad was still saying, "I cannot talk," but she said, "Don't take me to hospital. Don't take me to hospital."
Have you people seen Karimo's disclaimer video, where she was saying that there is no point in time where I take part in any administration of medication? She did not say I was not there. She only said she did not take part in any medication thing, that she did not give any medication. She did not say I was not there until when he died. Now arrive. She was just, I was just laughing, looking at it when she was doing that disclaimer. I said, why not bring out the ticket, show that you were not there in Nigeria? Whenever I say I did not give medicine, so you did not give medicine, but you were there.
Bossman, you see, Adama, we are not going to listen to Karimo until Karimo gives us the ticket. Jacob, you're going to talk now. Karimo, until you give us the ticket, your flight ticket down to Nigeria. When we see the dates, that is when we are going to listen to anything from you, either disclaimer or anything. Nobody will convince me. I believe deep down within myself that you are in Nigeria that day, according to the claim of Folashade, and I stand by that.
Arifa, let me correct you on that. A ticket can be manipulated, right? But you know the stamp in her book, immigration stamp cannot be manipulated. The stamp in her book cannot be manipulated, but the ticket can manipulate.
So the stamp on the passport will come with dates, right?
Yes. In her passport.
The stamp will come with dates, right?
It will come with a date. Yes.
Then that means what we need is the stamp inside that passport that transports you down to Nigeria. We only need that date. We are not worried about anything but only the date. J clock
can be manipulated. That also can be manipulated. There was a time.
In what way?
I will tell you. Okay. That himself was speaker at hand. There was a time, for London for years. Talking about 15 years ago. Boys go collect visa for Nigeria. They will come to London. They will send their passport back to Nigeria. Then they here. Then we let them renew their visa for there. Right? How do you think that was able to be done? Then they say rubber stamp now. How much they want cost them? Maybe they help them arrange them. Hold on.
Let me tell you something.
Relax. See, until the immigration themselves do the verification, right? Even if Arima comes out to show you or to, it's possible for her to do all those manipulation. Although she might do it out of, she doesn't care, but that might result to prison because at the end of the day, if you do fake and they get to know say na lie, you get in trouble. But at this point, that is not even what I want to discuss. I just want to chip in some point, then I'll probably, go back to my shell. Now, what this guy has come out to do today, was called plagiarism. And he's just being stupid. He mentioned water when rain was falling. That wasn't needed. But he had to say that to corroborate pouring water on Mohbad. How pouring water on Mohbad that was said earlier on, tally with rain was falling. She not the rain with the fall. Now you enter the room or enter all the rooms from the window. We make everywhere wet because where the rain fits in on this issue here, I don't see it. Then transporting Mohbad from one room to another is a vital point you will not just move Mohbad to another room if truly something nasty happened. But because they don't talk am before during the inquest, it feels like, let me say it today in a very fresh and stylish way to make it seem like all those things were true. And the last one, when my mother was there, my daddy too, before he got there, that part, we missed that part. We didn't talk about that part. He's trying to tell us that both of the parents did not arrive at the same time.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
according to Baba, me and the mother, they call us together. We travel to river, from river to the bus stop, from the bus stop to this to that. But in Adura's, statement now, my mom one day, that day to day before my daddy arrives. Before my daddy arrived. So meaning that both of them did not arrive at the same time. Obviously, the more we listen, the more we begin to dig and pull out all these little lies. But at the same time, let's be grateful that this guy is finally going to prison. You know the reason why for this interview? They purposely did this interview before VDN get in touch with him, so that it will look like I don't do one interview. Because there's no reason for this interview, but they had to do it so that Adura's interview is out of the way. But if you can still get hold of VDM or those that are behind it to make VDM interview him, you will see that what is said on this one you just heard will be different from what he will say on the next interview if that eventually happens. So now I want to talk. Let me leave you guys. Hopefully
All
we'll
right,
get to
all right.
discuss more.
Let me just say something, Arifa, before I go, because I've been patiently waiting. All protocols observed. Um, how you doing, Arifa? Um, I came up because I want to talk about. I guess at the beginning when you were playing the recording, you talk about where um, Adura was being interviewed, and when he was talking about the bully. Say, and I'm sorry that I'm going to digress a little bit to talk about the bully part because there's a part where you yourself said that you were confused. So I don't know. I don't understand. Adura is more like I guess it's a primary school, secondary school dropout. I guess he dropped out from GS3 and doesn't know how to speak English. All right. And I expected him that when you're even speaking Yoruba, your Yoruba should be more eloquent. You should be able to give details. Now, in his narratives, he was joining three different events of bullying. Well, I don't know if they were cutting it. I don't know whatever, because you're the one that have the recording there. If they were editing it, trying to couple the whole thing to be like it happens in a day. They were giving, I have some evidence here, even in the CTC, is there. They were giving this Adura he coupled up three different events and put it into a day. Number one event was the day that Mobad went to change his manager, that he went to Naira Marley's house. Yeah? That he went to Naira Marley's house, and then Tunde, Naira Marley's younger brother, that was the manager of Mobad, and then they had altercation and they beat Mobad up. Mobad was not coming. He now met Mobad on the way. Instantly again. And I said that they met similarly on the way with Kondo and with some boys. And you see that he's merging all these things together to stop at the public's head. All right? This Adura is a stupid boy, yo. Three different events. He matched that day of when Mobad went to Naira Marley's house, Tony Waji or Tuajasile. That was the day that they said that Tuajasile, when Mobad was having altercation with Naira Marley and Naira Marley's younger brother, Tunde. Now, with details now, with what this is what these are the three different events that each couple up to be won. Now let me read it out in the CTC. If you have a CTC with you, please follow me with on the page 70. Let's start from 70, page 70. This is the cross-examination of DJ Bami.
Bossman, please wait there. If anybody can screen record this, please screen record this as Bossman is reading. Please. We need clarity on everything. Thank you.
This is the cross-examination of DJ Bami, where DJ Bami narrated all what went down. That Adura now stupid boy, you know, boy. On page 70. Down below, I will start from down below, down the last question on page 70. They asked Adura, the Jebami this question. Close to the date, we have been seeing a lot of things going on social media, like bullying, harassing, and intimidation of the deceased. Can you please tell the court which one you witnessed, and or the number of bullying you witnessed? Those people who bullied him, their names and specific areas. And the Jebami answered, where I was present, we were bullied twice. First time was at the club sometime in June 2023. We went to the club at Victoria Island. Question, what is the name of the club? Jebami replied, Chandelier. When we got to the club, we met Naramali, Ramilari, and other boys at the club. And we took our seats close to them because it was the only seats left. It was not up to 5 minutes. Samilari, Naramali, and all their team went outside, not up to like 5 minutes again. Mobile noticed that the boy that came with us, the era, Moba's friend, was not in the club. And he told one of us to go and check the area for him. And when he came back, he said Samilari was beating the area outside. And immediately we heard that, we went outside to see what was happening. And we got there, we saw Samilari eating him. And we were trying to rescue him. And when Mobad was talking to Samilari to calm down and ask what was the problem, Samilari wanted to eat Mobad. And everybody ran inside the club. But the person talking here is, don't forget, is DJ Bami. Okay? Samilari wanted to eat Mobad. Samilari wanted to eat him. He was trying to rescue him. When Mobad was talking to Samilari to calm down and ask what was the problem, Samilari wanted to eat Mobad, and everybody ran inside the club. But I ran to the back of the club, and Samilari and his boys pushed me and beat the hell out of me. It was the bouncer of the club that took me from them to another compound before they left, and I came outside. Can you see that Arifa? All right, that is the first instance. That was one bully. That one, Jebami went on. It was 4 days after one happened. We had the video shoot at Elegushi with Slantan, and while we were shooting, some boys came and said we should stop and give them money. And while we were trying to calm them down, that we want to withdraw cash. After we had given them cash and they were calm, and not up to 20 minutes, while we were still shooting, Samilari drove in with boys inside a bus and drove into the shooting. And because he had beaten me at the club, I could not wait for him to see me. And I ran into the car. While I was in the car, I was watching why they were beating Mobad. They were beating him. The court answered, beating who? The Jebami answered, Mobad. Mrs. Abiodun Polawole, be specific. Who are they beating him? The Jebami answered, Samilari and his boys were beating Mobad, but Slantam saved him and took him to his car. and locked the car. But Sam Larry was threatening that we will not leave here today, and that he would pay us one by one. But Slantan was begging until they allow us leave the scene that day. Question: from all this bullying, has there been any time you reported this matter to the police? And if yes, what was the name of the station? The Jibami went ahead. Me, Mobad, and Darosha went to the police station, Lagos Island. I do not know the name. We went there to make a report, and after making the report, after some weeks, the police came and they were trying to locate Sam Larry. We found out the address. We escorted them. Me and Mobad's younger brother escorted the police to Sam Larry's house to describe. And on getting there, we didn't meet him in the house, and they said he traveled and all that. Question: during this bullying, can you remember any injury sustained by the disease? The Jabami answered, the beach. He had bruised face. Question: for the two occasions? He answered, for the first occasion, I was the one beaten. And at the second occasion, he was the one beaten. Question: did he go to the hospital for that? The Jabami answered, no. He only went to the pharmacies to get drugs for the pain. Question: were you at the show that he had at Ikorodu? So that is it. This is two different bullies that Adura put together. The one that Mobad Mobad is the one that we saw on the video. When Mobad had the singlet, he was showing me what there was a mark on on the top of his shoulder. And Baba Mobad was one wearing that white. There. That was the day Mobad was beaten. When he had a fight with Tunde, Naramani's younger brother. That this Adura couple everything. Maybe they edited that thing to look like all this thing happened in a day. It's three different events that happen. So now what I'm trying to say in essence is this. Before I eat my mic, regarding to the bully, it is high time people need to separate the bullying from what by Mobad. Treat the bullying differently and the part of Mobad differently. If you are doing the bullying and you're adding it to Mobad, it's going to scatter everything. Because there are some of them people on the other side trying to make the bully is the bully that they bullied Mobad that pied Mobad. Larry and Co were not in Nigeria when the incident of Mobad happened. Wumi has come out separately, several times saying, Mobad tiku kikuto Mobad tiku kikuto. We understand Mobad tiku kikuto. Because when Mobad is having high blood pressure, he's in depression. I know that depression kills sometimes. But that depression or the pain that Mobad went through the bully does not what took Mobad's life on that very day. All right? Now, these people, when a very dark man came out and now what I was told is this, that bullying, none of us can petition these people. Now, Larry is not denying that he never touched the Mobad, that Slantan will be his witness. Slantan did not want to come up to talk. You know that when a person died, the dead body, now dead body, they feed the lion because Mobad cannot defend himself. That is why you can see Sam Larry saying that he gave Mobad money, Mobad did not come and do show. That is why he's beating him around. We know that when he was beating, and he claimed, even though when he claimed that he gave Mobad money, Mobad was signed on Naira Marley's platform. Just agree with his own narrative that he gave money to Mobad. If you gave money to Mobad, during the interview of the very document, they ask you, is Mobad broke? on your money, he said Mohbad has money. If you know that Mohbad has money and he claimed that he's owing you 2 million naira, why did you go to his you Sam Larry closer to Naira Marley, which is the boss of Mohbad? If Mohbad is owing you money, why did you go to his Oga and collect your money for him? Why do you take law into your hands and start beating this poor boy all around the whole streets? Then you will know that that guy is lying. Now, the person that could have corroborated all this story is Slantan. He was there. People thought Slantan was the only one there. Don't forget that the other witnesses are the 2 women behind Slantan. Not to you, our people here, Wally. In Mohbad's petition, Mohbad said these people came with gun. And that is what corroborated to what Adura just said in his own words. They said they saw them with stick and gun. Right? You know that what you played, Adura said that they came with gun, right? And in the petition, Mohbad said they came with gun, cutlasses, and some irons and all stuff like that. In the petition of Mohbad. Very that man said he's looking for the 2 other women there. He got a lawyer. The lawyer said none of us in Nigeria can petition any of these people because the third party is not third party can petition all these things. Because of this, they thought there's a in the law that called a Tertian that is only Mohbad can take up this case. And Mohbad that was supposed to take up this case, he don't buy. And they said it's only the witness that can also take up the case because they were there when the incident happened. And where are the witness? Do you know that what I just read to you when I in the CTC that the Bami used his own mouth to talk that it was there. He saw them. He saw Sam Larry walking in and he ran through the back door and ran into Mohbad's car. And from Mohbad's car's window, he was watching how they were beating Mohbad. Now, Sam Larry is trying to use Slantan to the case of bullying. Now, you are saying that you never touched Mohbad, that Slantan should come and defend you. Now, the Jebami said while he was in the car, he saw how they were beating Mohbad. So, if you are looking for who to take up this case of bullying, none of us, millions of us in Nigeria cannot take up the case of bullying. Is a dead on arrival. So, anybody who can take up the case of that bullying is no other person apart from 2 women that were pushing the Mohbad and Slantan, the wheel, Slantan himself, and the Jebami. If the Jebami knew that he was there, he saw it with our own eyes, and the Jebami is in the of one voice. To me, just pray that the CTC, the word under oath, where on the cross-examination of the Jebami, and he narrated all what happened in the video. We saw the video as evidence. Now he was there. Mohbad. It's what I just read in this paperwork that I just read in the CCC. Nobody in this Nigeria can petition Sam Larry, they will go scot-free. Sam Larry has spoken. Don't forget Slantan. They are boys. They are in the same group or gangs and all stuff like that. To the audio that they play, very. Sam Larry is. Even Slantan is scared to come and talk. Sam Larry is trying to use Slantan to your record sitting here. So you should know that Slantan is not ready to do anything. But Jebami, this is under the armpit of Wunmi, will be the number 1 person to raise the issue of bullying. So if Wunmi is hearing me and she knows that she's looking for justice for Mohbad, let's take up that case. If you want that case of bullying to rise up, to be meaningful, let tell the Jebami to petition Sam Larry because he was there. He was under oath here. And because oath 01 is the only witness. Now look at it. Even with let's fight, we saw the video. Sam Larry was denying that he never touched Mohbad because the video here. And suspected maybe Slatan Goloma released video in Sita. Whoever released the video, they halfway. He didn't let us to see the remaining. That's why Sam Larry is not denying. So we were not there to know what happened because it's claimed this video. I want to go to Amala. We did not know if they went to eat Amala in the first place. But the debate that was there, that he saw the bit Mohbad, and he also described the injury that Mohbad sustained that very night, will be in the better place to petition these people. A reference to what happened at the show, how these people were beating them up every other shows that they went to. That is what I want to say today, Arifa, before I yield my mind. Thank you very much.
Now, before you mute your mic, the boss man,
Arifa,
I still want to give you a little. I still want to. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay.
I still have to give you a little work to do for me, please, sir. Sorry to give you this kind of put you through this kind of stress. What I want to say is that, please, seems like you are there with the CTC. It's a bit far from me. Can you please read to us Adura CTC concerning what happened in the house? Let's compare that to what Adura is telling us in this interview.
I do not want to talk all this while. Because some people are so emotional about this justice for Mohbad. I was in the midst of emotions too. But we cannot be doing injustice when we are seeking justice for Mohbad. Let's just say it the way it is. It's fair to God Almighty. I was hearing people saying that Adura said that he never saw Mohbad. I searched everywhere in the CTC. There was nothing like that in the CTC. That if he said he saw Mohbad, if anybody said that he saw Mohbad on Monday, maybe he said it in the portal. Those people did not put it down in the CTC, but according to the CTC, I challenge any one of you that have the CTC, come and bring out the place where Adura said, if anybody said that saw Mohbad on Monday, and the person is lying. I swear to God, there's not. There's nothing like that in the CTC. Maybe some of the people that went there, that were giving people narratives and all that, said that. But there was nothing like that. I cannot find stuff like that in the CTC. I swear to God. I've been looking for it since November last year, and I cannot find it.
That particular aspect, you see that particular aspect, as Mohbad case is taking a different turn now, each and everybody needs to be careful of what to say, in the sense that that particular aspect, no, J-Boo, it wasn't the wrong narrative anyway. Bossman has cleared it now that maybe it wasn't recorded in the CTC, and that is exactly what happened. So many people are in the court. I myself was there. You understand? That's exactly what happened. Adura was strictly speaking Yoruba, and there was the court clerk interpreting what Adura is saying. You understand?
Arifa, so you see what I'm saying? That Nigeria has not grown to the point that recording, or is it typewriting? No. Is it prescribed? No. No. I'm talking about the recording when you are writing stuff, making a recording. No. There's the right word I wanted to use. When you are writing what Adura said and interpreting it in English. If Nigeria was supposed to be a country, or is a developed country, there was supposed to be a tape that will record word for word what they said without omission. Right? That's supposed to be the CTC. I don't know if they are doing recording and all this thing that they are typing out. Thank you, script writing. Because now, if the people that went there said that they said more, Adura said,
the manner and the way Adura put it was, he went upstairs as at 12 noon to give Mohbad his phone.
You understand? And they opened the door and just collect the phone from him. And I think the lawyer asked him, who collected the phone? Is it Mohbad or his wife? He said he can't say.
If you
And they
can
asked
insist,
him, when last?
I can still
When
read
last
Adura,
did
so that people can know that
I'm coming.
I can still read the Adura stuff.
Yeah, you will. I will even want you to. And they asked him, when last did you see Mohbad? He said he saw Mohbad last as at 12 noon, that particular time. And they asked him, since then you did not see Mohbad till Tuesday? He said yes. And where are you? Are you not in the house? Maybe you went out or something or something. He said he's in the house. You understand? That was where people are trying to put in together that, and where he said, so throughout Monday, nobody saw Mohbad among you. He said yes. And that is where that information came from.
But according
I'm
to
sure
the
you now
citizen
get
that I
it. But the most
said he saw Mohbad
legitimate information presently from Corona Inquest that everybody needs to base on right now is the CTC. You get it? Because that is what was recorded at the Corona Inquest, and that is what we have at hand. You get it? So let's base on the CTC. All the aspect that wasn't being recorded, let's put it aside. So, Bossman, you can please read the Adura CTC if you have it. Let's see if there's any kind of contradiction or what Adura is giving out in this interview.
Yeah, thank you, Arifa. That's why I wanted to ask him. Adura CTC. Okay, so let's do comparison.
All right, just give me like a minute.
So while we wait for Bossman, Mr. Andy, how are you doing, sir? It's been a long time. Mr. Andy, are you there? I don't think so. Mr. Teju, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Arifa. Good afternoon. Well, honestly, sorry, gbogbo àwọn family yẹn àjàmbá Mohbad àti Wùmí gbogbo ọpẹtẹ wọn mọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad wọn kò fẹ́ sọ fún wa ni wọn mọ àwọn tí mọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad wọn àtọ ìfẹ́ sọ mi ò mọ wọn àtọ ìfẹ́ sọ fún wa o honestly kò ká máa bá lọ ná.
All right. Now I'm there now. So they ask. They had a misunderstanding on what day. They had said to each other, and Adura's answered. I want to ask again. I want to ask again. Close were you to your brother? Adura answered, we were close, but not very close. Question, do you know if he visits the hospital on a regular basis? Adura answered, he doesn't go to the hospital. Question, at what point did you notice that he doesn't go to the hospital? And could there be any reason for that? Adura answered, I noticed that he doesn't go to the hospital from last year. Question, from your statement, you have alluded to the fact that the occurrence that happened at the end, okay. This one is at the end of the house. What happened at the house? These are the questions from the end of the thing. Okay. Question. The event that happened on the 10th of September, and afterward, the minor injury sustained. What happened after you people got home? And after you people got home at the early hour of that morning, what happened? Adura answered, nothing happened. Question. Did he go to sleep immediately he got home, or what happened? When he got home, I guess there's a typo error here. He said when we got home, they messed home there, okay? He went upstairs to his room, and we were downstairs. Question, Who and who were downstairs? Adura answered, everybody. Question. That means he went upstairs with his wife? Adura answered, yes. Question. From the accounts that his wife gave about the court, before the court, he said when you people got home, all of you were downstairs, and she was the only one upstairs, and probably she was angry about the fact that he embarrassed her by fighting, and he was downstairs with you people, and he was fine and gisting before he decided to go upstairs to make peace with her. Adora answered, he did not stay long downstairs. He did not spend up to 5 minutes downstairs. Question. He did not stay, but did he sit down? Adora answered, no, he did not sit down. Question. The car that brought you home, were there stains on blood in the car? Adora answered, I don't know. Question. Did you notice any blood stain when you came to the scene and they said there was a fight? Did you see any blood stain or injury at that point in time before you left for the house? Adora answered, I did not see blood on the floor. It was only on his hand. Question. What did you notice? Where did you notice the blood stain? Was it at the scene or when you got home? Adora answered, at the scene. Question. And you are sure that the blood stain did not stain the car that conveyed you? John answered, I not know. I am not sure. Question. You got home in the early hour of Monday. Did not stay with you people and he went upstairs. Adora nodded up and down. You know, it is head up and down. So that means no. You know that. Question. At what point did you notice the stain around where he slept on the bed sheet? Adora answered, I think on that Monday. Question. You said he left the phone. Question. But you said he brought the phone and left the second one. Okay. All right. Okay. Question. I will be correct to say that you were born by the same father and mother. Adura said yes. Okay, let me fast forward again. Question. So whatever is the reason for the argument, you did not. Okay, hold on. Let me fast forward a little bit. Let me start from here. Question. We had established that you know your brother very well. Is that true? Adura said yes. Question. And I will be correct to say that you were born by the same father and mother. Adura said yes. Question. And that's why you guys are close. Adura said yes. Question. What is your position in your family? Adura said third born. Question. That is someone between you. There is someone between you. There is someone between you and your late brother. Adura said, my sister is the firstborn. Question. Speak out so that the court can hear you. Adura said, I'm a thirdborn. Question. There is nobody between you. Adura said, no. Question. Who is the secondborn? Adura said, Mohbad. Question. So there is a big sister? Adura said, yes. Question. The closeness between you and your brother is to the extent that if your brother is having issues, he can confide in you and mention it to you? Adura said, not everything. Question, you were never his confidant, whether before he married or after he married? Adura said, no. Question, you were not really close? Adura said, we were not really close. Question, maybe because of the closeness, some of the questions that have been put to you, that is why you could not answer them. Adura said, yes. Question, let's go back to the event of September. Have I read this thing before?
No, you have not.
Okay. Right, all right. It was sounding like as if I've read it before. Okay. So that's okay. Let's go to the event of 10th of September. You mentioned that you were not present when Mobad and his friend Prime Boy were having an argument. You were not present? Adura said yes. Question. So whatever is the reason for the argument, you do not know except you were told. Adura said yes. Question. When they had a fight, as you were told, he sustained injury and one is part of his hand. From the information you gathered, how is it that from the information you gathered, somebody hit the car with his fist and got injured around the elbow? How did it happen? I said, what I heard is that they fought and Mobad hit the glass. He wanted to hit Prime Boy. Question, if he used his boxing area to hit the screen, how come he wound? How come the wound entered the elbow? Entered the elbow? I don't answer. When he hit the glass, his hand entered. Question, if this had entered the screen, if his hand has entered the screen, what about the fist, his wrist? Any cut? Adura said no. Question, it was just the elbow? Adura said yes. You saw it or you were told? Adura said, the elbow, I saw it. Question, is his wrist? No. Sorry, call was coming in. Can you still hear me, Arifa? Can you hear me? Wrist to the elbow. Did you see it? Did you see it? He said he showed it to you that it was the only place, no other part of his hand. Adura said yes. Question, it was only that court. Adura said yes. Question, can you mention to the court whether there was any point in time he hit the windscreen and it was the windscreen alone that had contact with him and then Adura said yes. The court interrupted saying, windscreen? Is it the front screen or the side of the door? The glass of the door? Adura said, not the door. Prado has a small glass. Question, by OSA Aromolaro, the glass that he used his hand to eat was on the door or at the front of the car? Adura said door. Question, in eating the glass of the door from the side, was there any metal object around the glass that could have caught his hand? Adura said, I'm not sure. Question, up to the point that they were leaving Ikorodu for Lucky, where was he? Adura said, where was he from the moment he finished the fight? From the moment he finished the fight with his friend, where was he? Adura said, he was in the Prado. Question, was there any time between Ikorodu and Lekki that he parked the car and went somewhere else? Because you said earlier that you left on Sunday and got home on Monday from Ikorodu to Lekki. There was no hold up? Adura said no. Question, did you branch any place? Adura said no. Question. So it was just from Ikorodu to Lekki? Adura said yes. Question. Like how many hours did you spend on the road? Adura said like 2 hours. Question. You mentioned that he performed around 9 o'clock and he performed barely for 1 hour. Adura said yes. Question. Around the period you were still waiting for you to take off, how many hours between the time you finished the show and when you moved the two out of town all and proceeded home to Lekki? How many minutes did you spend? Adora said, I have no idea. Question. Will I be correct to say immediately after you got to Lekki, you all went to your different rooms to sleep, or was there still any activity on that day? Adora said, we did not do anything. Question. You all went to your different rooms to sleep? Adora nodded up and down and he used his hand to answer. Question. Between the morning of Monday and by the time you called the nurse, was there any sign given by Mobad suggesting that he really needed to go to the hospital? Was there anything suggesting that if he does not go to the hospital, he may lead to die? I said no. Shake his hand saying no. Question. From the moment you went to the room to give him his phone till you cook Indomie, was there anything around him suggesting that if my brother does not seek medication and medical attention, he is suffering from something? Adura said no. That means, according to Adura's, no, this is me talking now. According to what I just read, that means Adura is saying that all this time they went home, Mobile was fine, nothing, he ate well, nothing was happening. In what I just read, that is the narrative of Adura. Adura said no. Question, nothing like that? Adura said no. Question, in your written deposition between the court, you narrated 2 different incidents. You mentioned about when they came to arrest Zinoriski.
How the fiscal authority should work around ensuring that
we are talking about the reason he needed medical attention. The activities between the Monday till when the nurse arrived, there was nothing going on around him? Adura said no. Now you see the narrative that Adura is pushing now. Mobad was fine, ill and healthy. From Monday to Tuesday, Mobad was fine. The court answered, the court interjected. Is your brother taking any other form of medication? Do you know your brother to take any other medication? Does he smoke? No. Adura said no, he doesn't smoke. The court interjected again. Does he have a daily drugs that he is taking? Adura said yes, he has a drug. The court answered, what drug is that? What is it for? What does it take it for? Adura said, I do not know what it is for. SOS drug. The court answered, what is the meaning of that? Adura said, I don't know what the drug works for. Then Barrister OSA and Romolaron continued. The SOS drugs that he takes, was it prescribed by a doctor or he takes it by himself? Now, this is where the barrister or the son needs to work on. Who prescribed the SOS drug for Mobad? What is the importance of the SOS drug? Because none of them could give answer to what the SOS drug is. That is why the court is asking that. Is it a prescription? If it's a prescription, they need to ask the wife. Who prescribed the SOS drug for Mobad? If you're trying to tell us that it is the injection that gave to Mobad, you're trying to tell us that it's the nurse that injected Mobad. The nurse failed to ask Mobad if Mobad was taking drugs or if he's on any medication. But we need to know what that SOS drug is really meant for. Moving forward. Now let me proceed. Question. But you saw him using it. For how long was he using it? When did he start? Adura said, it's been a while. I can't say when. Last year or last 2 years? Or last 2 years. Question. Let's take the two events you mentioned in your written deposition. You narrated an incident that the NDLE officer visited the house and arrested Zinoriski and your brother, ran after them and saw that he was coming after them, and they parked and looked into and took him to. You said, okay, this one at the Zinoriski, blah, 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 blah. Now, let me go back. Let me forward it from that Zinoriski thing. Except you guys are interested in the issue of the NDLEA matter. So question, when it came back from the NDLEA, according to you, was there any time you called a nurse to come and take care of him and give him any medication? Adura said, yes, a nurse came. Question, a nurse came to treat him similarly, exactly the way a nurse came to treat him on the day he died? Adura said, yes. Question. You know, I asked you a question and I said, who suggested the invitation? What suggests? That was his personal nurse. Till date, this is me talking now, we did not know Mohbad's personal nurse. The personal nurse that used to treat Mohbad and know everything about Mohbad, they have not questioned that particular nurse to come and give us details or account of what she knows about Mohbad's illness. And I believe that the son that we got is a criminal lawyer that's supposed to be thinking to all this part. They should ask the son, has he read through the CTC? Because if he doesn't read through the CTC, he will not know the right answer to ask. So back to the story. Question. You know, I asked you a question and I said, who suggested the invitation? Adura said it was his wife that called the nurse, and that was his personal nurse. Then the court interjected. And think he did not get your question well. Ask him the question again. That after the episode of the DLE, the substance was so. Your question. You get your question. I am not asking whether the wife called the nurse. My question is, what was his activities that suggested that you needed a nurse? You mentioned the other time that he was Jangpa. You mentioned the other time that he was Jangpa. He was vomiting. What happened to him when he returned that made you invite the nurse to take care of him? The answer, because of the water he drank and his eyes was red, very red. Question. And that was the reason for the invitation of the nurse at that time? Adura said, yes. Question. Mohbad was ill and healthy up to the afternoon of September 12th. Yes or no? Adura said yes. Question. So now, I'm the one talking now. Arifa, look at what I just read now. It is not the hand that is worrying Mohbad. Are you feeling me? He says that it's only because Mohbad's eyes is red. Onjangpa. And that is why they needed to call the nurse. Not because the hand is swollen and blood is gushing out of the hand, though. So why did they tell the nurse to inject mobile to give him tetanus?
So, Bossman, can we say that maybe mobile was hard? Is that what?
Yes, I am reading. Hold on, let me tell them with the page that I'm reading. I am reading from the page 302. 302. That is where I'm reading from now. 302. Can you see, Adura, that they only invited the nurse because Mohbad's eyes was red and he was downpying. Downpa means when you are sleep talking or sleep, when you are sleep, what do you call it? Just downpa in English.
Sleepwalking?
Yeah, it was not walking, it was just sleep, doing whatever activity while sleeping. All right. So that hold on. 3 now. And that was the reason for the invitation of the nurse at that time? Adura said yes. Question. Mohbad was hale and healthy up to the afternoon of September. Oh, Adura said yes. Question. So there was nothing. Question. What informed the decision of calling the nurse? Because you said he was ill and healthy. That's a very good question. And I said, so that in order to treat the wound, was so funny. He said the woman was fine. That the reason why he called the nurse before was Mohbad's eyes was red. He said he was not complaining about the wound. Now you are telling he has forgotten. They've asked him earlier question, related question before. Are you getting it? Do you get it? The lawyer changed the topic, but asking him the same question in another different format. He has forgotten what he said before, that they only invited the nurse because Mohbad's eyes was swollen because he drank water. His eye was red, very red. Now he's saying that to come and treat the wound. What does Mohbad's eyes red got to do with his wounds? All right, let's proceed. Question. So there was nothing other than the wound? Adura said yes. Question. Were you there when the decision to invite the nurse? Okay, I've read that one. So he said, answer that in order to treat the wound, you cannot leave the wound like that. Adura, question. When the nurse arrived, did she take steps? Did she take steps to treat the wound? Adura said yes. Question. Were you there when she was treating it? Adura said, I was not there. I was not there, but I know the nurse treated him. Question. Was the wound treated? When she came, did she treat the wound? Adura said no. She just said he would need tetanus injection. I want to pray because this part remind me of the Debami. I will go back to the Debami. You will, of you will see they are the one that suggested anti-tetanus to the nurse. These people are the one who suggested anti-tetanus.
to the nurse. So according to their own narratives, I will go back to because of me, I am reading from page 303. Please take note of this page in case we need to come back to this page. 303. In the Jebami's cross-examination, this one I'm saying this out of my own end. He said when they got home, Mohbad was ill and healthy. They are the one that said that this window make tetanus, make enter your hand, yo. They are the one who tell the nurse, say make him drink tetanus injection, no. So how did they know about tetanus? Now take a look at what Adura now said here. That they asked him, was the wound treated when she came? Did she treat the wound? Adura said no. She just said he would need tetanus injection. All right. Question. Who tested Mohbad? I'm reading from page 304. Who tested Mohbad and arrived at the point that he would need tetanus? That's a good question. He said, I think it was the nurse. See, let me pause right there. Let me use my own whatever. He said he think it was the nurse. But the night, they claim that the nurse came on Tuesday. Arifa, am I right? On Monday, according to the Jebami, they were already discussing about tetanus before they even called the nurse. So, before the arrival of the nurse on Tuesday, on Monday evening, they were already talking about tetanus in the house. All right. Which I am going to go back to Adekaka Tita Aduraton, and I will go and read that part where they were already discussing when they got home and they were downstairs that they were like, where